哎，好了好了。
transform his game as he gets on an age clock. We've seen it with the great ones. Parker did put up the highest three-point percentage of his career last year.
And he also ran the offense with tremendous poise and professionalism and cut down the turnover average as well, the lowest of his career.
That is good.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Parker. Clock at 4. Aldridge a screen. Duncan the pass to Aldridge. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
干什么？干什么？我也有听到吗？哦。
The Lakers have got their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game.
干什么？进！干你啊！哎妈的嘞！我真的不知道他怎么投呢。
Well, they finally missed on their 4th shot of the game. That's a good way to start things off. Superb assist there. Played the role of maestro on that one.
On defense, San Antonio trailing by 2. Now the basket to Clarkson. Bryant against Leonard. And Kobe Bryant again.
梦幻布衣哥。
Bryant got 6.
That's a heads-up play there on offense. The pump fake cleared the way for the nice layup.
Parker outside. San Antonio needs to get out of the shot.
哎屁的干！
So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contest right there.
And guys, remember, Marcus Aldridge last January suffering a torn ligament in his thumb, scheduled to undergo surgery and miss 2 months of the season, but he opted to tough it out and keep.
Kobe 才要发挥了，好不好？你知道，当 Kobe 发挥的时候，你就没有办法赢湖人队。
Clarkson gets to Kobe. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Loose.
哎干！手贱一哥啊！
Running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. And it's Leonard with the jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Green dishes to Leonard. Inside. And Aldridge slams it in.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Clarkson gets to Randle. And one feels bad for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night. First game of the season. 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for 1 game. Broke his right leg. 14 minutes in. And the guy that comforted him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant stayed with him the entire time. And he was really in shock on the floor.
He was. And unfortunately, for so many reasons, for one, he
had
really been progressive in the summer league. And the Lakers obviously had high hopes for him. And when he went down, that was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down.
Kicks it to Bryant. Fades back.
干什么啦？ 不要小看我的 Kobe Bryant。篮板呢？他干完了。
And you know, going back to Randall's rookie year, his troubles really started during medical checkups.
这一定要吃的。干，怎么会变你啊？
Dating back to high school, the fifth metatarsal had been broken, which may be why he fell a few spots.
靠边。
Kobe can't hit.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision making for them offensively.
是哦，犯规哦，想抄球哦，抄啊！
And the Spurs with some changes. David West is checked in for Diaz. Kyle Anderson comes in for Weber. Mills
哎，我出手犯规。
And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And talking about Randall's rookie injuries, the Lakers were going to let him play through the foot. But once he broke the leg, they did season-ending surgery on the foot as well.
靠背，应该到。
Healthy and get to play the game he loves.
For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting well. Ginobili on the wing. He's guarded by Russell. Over to the left wing.
投啊，跳出啦！
5 on the clock.
吃屎啊！科比都守成这样，还进就这么对了。
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone. He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
Here's Marjanovic. And a foul on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
干得很有眼。
Ginobili's relationship with Greg Popovich has been really interesting over the years. In the beginning, Pop obviously had a rigid system. Ginobili played with a lot more freestyle and free-wheeling nature. The two clashed heavily early on, as one might expect.
Martin's checked in for San Antonio.
I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there. I'll bet he didn't either, as good a foul shooter as he is.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Young's checked in. Duncan, he's checked in for San Antonio.
吃屎吧！
Comes in for David West. And out of bounds is the
想捡啊！干！
A different look now for San Antonio. Aldridge comes in for Tim Duncan. And it's Green in for Manu Ginobili. Ryan in the post. Guarded by Green. And it's Bryant missing. Getting back to Ginobili and Popovich, everyone thought Popovich would break Ginobili of his reckless ways, but in fact, it was the opposite.
You know, Pop recognized he had something special.
软手啊！
And it ended up changing his own philosophy. I mean, which I think speaks to the greatness of Greg Popovich. I mean, he was quoted as saying, you know, he does things, Ginobili, that win games. It taught me to watch a little bit more and not be so micromanagement-like. Not sure Pop's ever said that about anybody else.
Spurs leading by 3. That's good. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here. Clarkson with the ball. Picked up by Aldridge.
不要一直抄。
Will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
And the Lakers making a change here. Nance is checked in. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Duncan's checked in. Green, the pass.
干地的！
Diaz
妈的，以为每天过年是不是？
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Randall, this is to Bryant. Pass to Clarkson.
有了。
Fires the 3. Green with the rebound. San Antonio leading. Here's Diaz. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Diaz got 5.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing.
哎，犯规吧？
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity and the respect.
不要吃药。
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Clarkson kicks to Bryant. Clarkson passes to Bryant. Shot to stop the run. And foul as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
我是想要传出去给
mark another milestone for Kobe Bryant.
这样的哦。
30,000 points and 6,000 assists, and no one else has ever done that.
Well, it's rare that you see scores of that volume reach an assist total that high, but I think it speaks to Kobe's passing ability, which is undervalued and overshadowed at times.
干秀啊！
Williams is checked in for the Lakers.
干好凶哦，10拼
San
踢。
Antonio also making some changes. Ginobili comes in for Daniel Green, and Andre Miller is subbed in for Patty Mills. Now here's Bryant. He's got 12. Front pass the arc. Williams kicks to Nance. Back to Williams.
干看不起啊！
Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And Kobe being Bryant, the only 30,000 point scorer to go along with 6,000 assists. You know, LeBron might be the next in line to join Kobe in that category.
Outside Williams. Here's the floater. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit, lost the focus.
没有，
Duncan misses.
Usually, if he gets to the
冲
rim,
啊小。
he's converting it into points. Defense stood tall there.
干，
Again, the miss by Williams. And the wide open
吃
shot
屎吧！
from
我
Ginobili.
靠，算吗？哎，不算，好险
Spurs lead by 6. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of the Spurs. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
We've got Lewis Williams. Hands up, Taylor Brown. And it's Young. And it's Black. And the foul. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. The Spurs making a switch here. Both free throws good from Nance.
And the Spurs last season became the first franchise to hire a female assistant coach. A big step, not just for the Spurs, but really for all of the NBA.
Williams with the ball. Now Green defending. West with the block.
来啊！
Entered on the wing. Dishes to Miller. Press passes to Green. Here's the screen. And here's West for
晒呀！
3. Rebounded by the Lakers. From the arc. Shot is good. The Spurs lead is cut down. Now it's just 3 in the bucket from Young.
And you can see the break slowed down for him to kind of pick his spot. And boy, was he open.
干，
West. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Nick Young. Well, David West's usage in overall numbers have ticked away with time. He's still as efficient as ever.
Yeah, not the over 50% field goal guy he used to be, but still a valuable contributor on the ball.
LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for San Antonio. Parker comes in for Miller. Here's Nance. Shot misses. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Their biggest lead of the game was gone.
不要瞧不起啊，哇！
They're missing on a few chances that they had earlier. They've locked in and zoned in here now.
就是瞧不起。
Wide open look. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
犯规啊，哥！
And for West, a lot of what he brings to the table is just professionalism, leadership, and a real example of how to get the most out of what you've got. He keeps everybody on the team focused, too. When he speaks, guys listen.
就是瞧不起。
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 and they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter.
有了，
With a clean look. And again,
哼
Los Angeles with a
不
triple.
要瞧不起啊，哇！
Back to the three-point shot, over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
干挡到！我靠，被挡到了呢！
Aldridge has got 10 points in the game.
再输一球。
His leadership that sets him apart. Does all those little intangibles that help teams win games.
Young with no one around. It's rebounded by Aldridge. The Spurs have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole is a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
We've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. Don't like that coming off a great defensive play. Has to build some momentum.
Big hands on the steal and then just bad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball. Both ends.
It's good. The San Antonio lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Williams. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Taking a look at Lou Williams last year, kind of a typical year for him, a lot of scoring on bad efficiency.
Yeah, and for Lou, he did make it over the 40% field goal mark, but just barely.
Just barely, you're right.
With Williams, it's more about his ability to create his own shot than his efficiency. That's why he's best suited as a 6th man, in my opinion.
San Antonio leading by 5. Parker with here's Marjanovic. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And Williams certainly does personify that 6th man role of instant offense, but it'll be hard to see him in the starting lineup with the way his shooting numbers are. And one thing that everybody loves about Coach Pop is his frankness. You get a taste of it in interviews, but he's as honest and straightforward with you as he is with anybody else.
And there's the foul. It's going to go on Tariq Black. That's foul number 2 for him. For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. They've had Greg Popovich, and I think he puts this at times grumpy demeanor and more of a spotlight. He's playing along, as we all know, with the sideline reporters. He knows, Greg, you know this firsthand, when to turn it on, when to turn it off. He can be as compassionate a person, Clark, you and I have ever been around.
Yeah, he's competitive, but he understands that we're all human, and he treats people the right way all the time.
And so it's San Antonio with it. Following the miss by Lewis Williams. Diallo can't hit.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier. Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Now, here's Diallo. He has 7. And he gets the bucket. Diallo's got 9.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Here's Black. The shot's good. Brown making the play. San Antonio leading by 4. Parker outside. Out to the right wing. Feeds it to Diallo. And here's
太远了，我靠！
The long distance 3 is buried. Anderson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Young.
干你娘嘞！哦，
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Throwing the whistle, a lot of contact there. That one on mark.
It looked like Nick Young had finally put it all together. I mean, he had a huge campaign 2 years ago, signs a new 4-year deal. Then last year, disaster strikes. I mean, he provided very little to the team outside of shooting the basketball. And even with that, he dropped to a career worst 37% from the field.
吃屎！
Here's Aldridge. Can't get it to go.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
所以哦，
Greg, get back to Young. It's tough to completely judge him on last year's numbers because he was fighting through knee injuries, ankle injuries, all kinds of things. Clearly played 42 games.
Yeah, but when he's right, he can light it up. I mean, he's a go-to scorer.
Call,
He just
baby.
never got right last season.
Spurs making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in. Spurs leading by 5. Mills dishes to Ginobili. Great pass to set up the layup.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys. This paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've got in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
净算。
The basket drops and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Randall's checked in for Tarek Black. Kobe comes in for Brown. Russell is checked in for Young. And Jordan
God.
Clarkson in for Lou Williams. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Spurs.
老天有眼哦。
And for LaMarcus Aldridge, always praised for his terrific shooting. His rebounding, as we know, Greg, has always been fantastic. Over the past 2 seasons, he's averaged double-digit points.
And that's why so many teams wanted him in this last free agency period. His ability to put points on the board, as well as clean the boards. What a deadly combination.
Here's Russell.
有了，
Back to Nance.
靠背，太扯
Shot by
了，
Clarkson, no good. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul.
爽，
That's his first
屁的。
foul. It's tipped.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane. The instant the
冲
ball
啊
was
小
master team. That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run up.
And that's how you flip the script in terms of momentum right there.
You know, on the topic of Aldridge's rebounding, I mean, he doesn't do it by banging people around. He does it with position, timing, and length. And you can say that
有了
about most of his game.
靠背，
Effective and impactful.
From deep
所以哦
point，range.
最准那种哦。
Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 4th rebound in this one. Nice passing here by Los Angeles.
Hey.
And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. And it's sent back by Bryant. Fast break, the Lakers. Randall's running. And that one's good.
看到没有，野兽的身体啊
Got 6.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run. You can see right there why he does.
Aldridge kicks to Leonard. Lock at 6.
靠，
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing. The whistle, a lot of contact there.
Hey guys, going back to Aldridge, last season was a difficult one for him. He had the torn ligament in his left arm, but still fought through to become the Blazers' all-time leader in rebound.
Well, how about LaMarcus Aldridge in this one? 13 points, and he's knocked down 5 shots at the charity stripe. Good numbers for him.
Yeah, they are, and it's been a nice element of his game today.
Roy Hibbert's checked in for Nance. San Antonio also making some changes. Boris Diaz checked in for Duncan. And it's Anderson in for Leonard. A different look now for San Antonio. Daniel Green, he's checked in for Ginobili. And Parker subbed in for Patty Mills.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clyde, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email.
妈的，你在骗啊！干！
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got it good there. That's why the shot was so far off.
The Lakers have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers are pretty low.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
San Antonio calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Passes it to Leonard. He dishes it to Diao. Back to Leonard. Diao, the screen. 5 to shoot.
挡到了，干，挡到了哦，哎。
That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 5th assist in this one.
Perfect screen there, set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
计算哦。 AGG 吃屎吧！
We're seeing a tremendous game from Marcus Aldridge.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his total.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. We're seeing a tremendous game from Marcus Aldridge.
Well, anytime you can get to the free throw line with that kind of consistency, that just makes every other facet of the game easy.
And, you know, they have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one particular player, given how good he is at drawing fouls and how many fouls he's been drawing.
Here's Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Parker and Green with the guard pairing. Now low, it's the veterans, Diao and Duncan. And it's Anderson in at the 3 spot. Kobe crossed it up. And the foul called on Daniel Green. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Spurs making a switch here. Miller's checked in. Here's Bryant. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Kobe's got 14 points for the game.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft. And, you know, a huge moment for Kobe last season. I mean, he has the great Michael Jordan on the all-time scoring list.
这才犯规。
And it goes as the one more at the free throw line.
And defensively, they are
老天有眼。
on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now.
水哥
Marcus
没有
Aldridge is checked in for Diaz. Leonard comes in for Kyle Anderson. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Andre
有了
Miller.
干老师，
The shot by Hibbert, nobody around. Can't connect from 13 feet.
怎么了？
For Kobe, that was him moving into the third spot ahead of Michael Jordan. Says
靠北，等一下还有吵到我们家人。
And you look at it, he is first among perimeter players now in that regard. So
干这样也有，你他妈的！
on a very short list of the greatest wingmen of all time in the history of the league.
Lakers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. David West is checked in for San Antonio. Ginobili comes in for Green. Here's Randall. 11 points in the game. Kobe is screen on West. Off the screen. And it's Randall getting it to go.
因为我本人也是很爱用垫步。
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off the perimeter guys, too.
Russell gets to Kobe. They grab their own miss. West with the block. They get it back. And then Hibbert with the dump. Spurs trailed by 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Lakers have gone even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And that's going to be a
干
travel.
犯规啊！我要往后传。
Those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down.
等一下来玩具啊！干不行，等一下我去追我女朋友。
Daniel Green, he's checked in for San Antonio. Leonard the pass to
哎，要犯狗哦！你是詹姆斯，你是拉马克斯哈登哦。
And guys, the Lakers last season was just a completely different team after Kobe's injury.
你看老天有眼有没有？
Just in how they played on the floor. They
还想盖有没有？
without Kobe,
你看这个那么明显犯规不吹，
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
and usually when
你看还犯规推人，
this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Now Clarkson following the three-point attempt by Tony Parker. Here's Kobe. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
哎犯规吧！靠，这个真的有犯。
And keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
瞬间被拉开了8分，因为老大生气。
From the field.
Parker dishes to Aldridge. Spurs working the ball around now. Leonard against Bryant. It's stolen by Randall.
干想盖
Bryant the bucket on the end.
捞打呢？
Randall's got 3 assists in the game. And a closer look at the hustle
靠背啊
for the！Lakers.
哎，
Boy, they're hounding, harassing them for this defensive
因为有捞打，有捞打，我的整个那个认真度就会加200%。捞打不能输，我要那个什么，传承老大的精神。
Mills, he's checked in for Parker.
And for me, last season, the thought was he might increase his production with Paul George out, but the opposite happened. West suffered his lowest scoring output in a decade, only 12 points per game and 57% shooting. Rough showing for the former All-Star.
哎呦，拉开的哦！加上我今天录威廉是这么纯，想吃我的替补可能GG了啊。哎，犯规！好打。
A game last season, by far the highest number of his career.
Yeah, one of the very best pros I've ever been around. He's very smart, he's tough, he's all about team, and, you know, he makes things happen. Impacts winning in a lot of ways, and those assist totals indicate that.
No other way to put it, just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up. And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he is not an asset for his team. And they are attacking and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come from
5冠81分。干，所以我把你第7节只说，我把你第3节只说要得7分。5冠81分，不要吵。
And Antonio calls timeout.
He's been aggressive looking for a shot, but without much success. It might be time for him to take a step back and look to help the team in other ways.
告别战60分。
Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Diallo comes in for West. Anderson, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And Martin subbed in for Daniel Green. Now, kicks to Mills. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Lakers leading by 14.
5冠81分。
That's good. Clarkson's got 6 points.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Offensive rebound. Here's Duncan. That doesn't go either for Duncan.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Pass to Bryant. They shoot again. And finally they hit one. Kobe's got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, they've been better than good over the last today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference.
靠腰嘞。
Enabled them to build such a big lead. No doubt about it.
5冠81分，大家都受到老大的感召了。
And guys, looking at Roy Hibbert's just a mountain of a man, listed these days at about 7'2", 290 pounds, with the wingspan of a pterodactyl. I mean, a true game changer inside when he's motivated and on his game.
Here's Marjanovic. Martin goes in. Anderson passes to Diallo. It's stolen by Bryant. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles.
Quick hands on the steal and then just bad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
啊靠背啊，是。
Diallo with it. Picked up by Hibbert. Martin kicks to Diallo.
干软手啊，不可能进的。
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Diallo.
5冠81分。
San Antonio making a switch here. Ginobili's checking in. Los Angeles leading by 20. .158 left to play here in the third. Hibbert dishes to Randall. Here's Clarkson from deep. Can't get it to go. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Here's Ginobili. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws. Manu Ginobili is one of the toughest guys you'll ever meet. That goes not just to the NBA, but any sport. I mean, a true competitor in every sense of the word.
Duncan, he's checked in for the Spurs. Anderson comes in for Boris Diaw. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. On the topic of Ginobili, he's the guy who, when things aren't going well on your team, takes things into his own hands. He takes over, tries to coordinate. His will to win is, as Greg Popovich will tell you, out of this world.
I mean, you know, he's not just physically tough, but as mentally tough as anybody, arguably, who's ever played the game. What a big-time performer and a big shot maker.
Young for three. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession. We've got 1:23 left in the third. Bryant in the post. Covered by Mills. Shoots a fader. Bryant's shot is off.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
And Diaw kicks to Ginobili. Diaw the pass to Ginobili. And he gets it to go. Ginobili's got 6.
You know, with that much of a height advantage, that's exactly what you should do. Take it straight to the rim.
And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. And we'll go for 1-2-2. The first one falls.
Well, how about Kobe in this one? He's got 27 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
The Lakers making a switch here. Blacks check in. And the Lakers call time here.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
Another look now for San Antonio. Aldridge comes in for Boris Diaw. And it's Leonard in for Martin.
And listen, San Antonio is an older team, actually the oldest in the league last season. And because of injuries and days off, they didn't get to feel that preferred starting 5 a lot last year.
Shit.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one. You really have to like the work they put in at the free throw line here in the half. I mean, they've been really aggressive in drawing foul, and then they've been able to knock down their free throws.
3 seconds separate the shot clock in game. Young outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Aldridge. On up the court. Here's Leonard.
靠腰，
And it's good in the assist by Parker.
没有追上来哦。
Down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome.
等下帮我 GTA 啊！
Lakers lead by 14. Live from the Staples Center.
干你写啥小功课啊？你怎么今天放假在家不写？你几啊？
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story of this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Lewis Williams out there with Young. Then there's Larry Nance. Then there's Brown. And it's Black in the center position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Leonard, no luck.
Not only is their rebound advantage, they've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no raids, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game. Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Now here's Nance. Shot clock at 5. It's Brown with the drive. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Spurs trail by 12. Parker kicks to Leonard. Knocked away. Aldridge. This is the Leonard.
Good,
and Aldridge gets the assist. And that's 13 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on.
Nance uses both hands to slam it down.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
Down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the knee with the dunk like that.
Here's Williams after David West's bucket. Parker passes to Leonard. Parker kicks to Aldridge.
Hey!
Yeah. That time on the way up, that'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
看你还被你追上来了。3-0老哎。
And for Leonard here, players say that a lot, but rarely before they reach the end of their rookie contract.
Yeah, I think Leonard just realizes what a special situation he found himself in. I mean, he is the complete package as a player and custom made for how the Spurs like to play and do things.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers.
三王工业，你有没有看过流川枫？
And that's now 30 points for Kobe Bryant. Green dishes to Leonard. Sinks the triple.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around.
看好凶哦！
It's been an excellent game we've seen from Julius Randle. He's got 10 rebounds, the 2 nice steals as well.
And with the ball in his hands, he's made terrific passes, but also when he's gotten to the line, he's been consistent as well.
Yeah, I like that combination, guys. I mean, you're going to make your coach happy when you're getting it done in those areas, taking care of the ball, finding your teammates, and then knocking down free throws. Those are winning things.
Nance is checked in for Los Angeles. Diao with the screen on Russell. Ginobili the pass to Diao.
踩线。哎，踩线呐！我刚才很明显看到踩线。
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Left side Nance. Back to Russell. Here's
有了。
And he can't answer back. A three-pointer off line. Spurs trail by 5. Here's Diao. And that one is stuffed right through.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Russell with the bucket.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
And Duncan throws it down hard.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary. He should have, but not that time.
Not when you can throw it down like that.
So, boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that.
屁啦！又要的5冠81分升级是不是？靠背那剑。
And the call will be against Kevin Martin. That'll be his second foul of the game. Lou Williams is checked in for the Lakers. Now, here is Russell. There's the dish to Bryant. He kicks it to Williams. Los
哎，
Angeles
靠
with
背。
another miss. Spurs trail by 4. Now the feed to Williams. The pass to Diaz. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's insisting that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Bryant tries to, and he banks in the lane.
老大，
Bryant got 32 points in the game.
I tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
And Mills kicks to Martin. Spurs working the ball around now. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. And it's Russell
干
missing.
犯规了。
Is it me or does it just feel like he gets every rebound?
干你这个剑拔啦！
He practically has gotten everyone that's available. A 20-plus rebounding game is not something we get to see very often, Greg.
Anderson, he's checked in for San Antonio. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, clearly the Lakers were not a great team. They did have one of their better bench units last season. They led the league in points off the bench, but that was more an indictment of the quality of the starters than the firepower.
581分要来临地。
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Brown is checked in.
我靠，干这个妈的嘞，恶意犯规了吧？
On the shot, he'll go to the line for
网络上，哎，我跟你打是不是你有一次恶意犯规啊，还是五元
Lakers did have some firepower off the bench.
是你啊？
See their roles shift during the year, as you might expect for teams trying to find the right combination.
Yeah, they were also near the top of the league in bench minutes played. So whether you start or come off the bench last year in LA, you'll see plenty of action.
Diaz checked in for West. Now here is Martin. Mills dishes to Anderson. Cannot hit. Some solid defense from Brown. Lakers lead by 4.
有了，
And he didn't get
靠背嘞。
under that one.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not
Woo!
high basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot.
盖死你的小王八！
Poor choice there.
Lakers have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go goal. Kicks it to Randall. Goes up on the block. Brown outside. 6 on the shot clock. Randall passes to Russell. And it's good. The time running down to the shot clock. And the Lakers lead by 6.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
Duncan kicks to Parker. Green dishes to Diaz.
干这样也有哦。
Diaz got 6 here in this quarter. Here's Williams. He feeds it to Russell. To the paint. Here's Nance. And down it goes.
有没有看到灌篮王的儿子？
Wonderful assist.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so
干2分送你啊！
finish like that.
And really
送你不要的，不关我的事儿。
need that combination of power and polish.
Russell passes to Brown. Shoots the 3. And another 3.
再见，再见，你退啥小？
His foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a
你
terrific
退啥
job
小？你
in
靠
terms of
背
leading their offense.
They're committing an awful lot of fouls. Most of them are unproductive.
3大1二，看到没有？
I understand that, but this could turn into a parade to the foul line.
Time called here. The Spurs
再见了啦，
decide to talk
马
it
刺
over.
队，你们永远打不过有老大在的嘛，湖人队。
And let's get this update now from Doris Burgers across the way.
好了，最后2分钟，
Kevin, Greg Popovich
球给老大战术开始
just went over the plan with his team.
球给志杰。
He was not not happy with their play to this point, telling them we're getting out hustled, plain and simple. There's still time, but we've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have
没，
enough to get
干这样也有，真的很扯哎。我那人吃屎长大的哟。
And that's 18 points for Leonard.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in
按
the
错
game.
了，不要犯规哦，犯规现在罚球哥哦。
Outside Russell. Pass to Nance. Dishes it to Randall. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Russell.
干，
It's stolen by Green. All going up court. And Anderson slams it in.
Oh man, what a turnaround! Sensational play on D and
稳赢了啊，
fire run to the basket.
Craig, they didn't wait around, did they? They went
稳赢了啊。
Guys, this is crunch time now. When you got a chance to capitalize on the turnover,
哎，
you got to take it.
哪有？嘿 man， 你用阿基基上来了，
That's his third
阿
foul.
基基上来没有用，因为有老大在，谁都不想赢。
Get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge.
靠背呀、
I think the official got that one right.
看没有动，
Marcus Aldridge is checked in for San Antonio.
那送你呀、拿去买药吃啊。
He has 18 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
He can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions.
Spurs making a switch here. Diaz checked in.
没关系，我还有
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Yep, and the results on the scoreboard are attributed to how they've been out-rebounded this far.
稳赢了啦，不用讲那么多了。
And the Lakers call time here. They're up by
不要用心理战术好吗？
107 up in the fourth quarter of this one.
我球给老大战术，刚才球都没给老大靠背。
Jordan Clarkson is checked in for Lou Williams. San Antonio also making a switch. Mono Ginobili is checked in for Tony Parker. And here's Kobe. .58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Over to the left wing. Clarkson. It's full.
老大关键时刻还是会分球的，好吗？
On the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
抄掉
Ginobili kicks to
干
Green.
你啊！没有抄掉。
Stolen by Clarkson. Kobe goes in. Feeds it to Clarkson.
哎呦，不犯规啊！不犯规你就没机会了呢。
Leonard against Kobe. And the foul
哎，
call when Kawhi Leonard. That'll be foul number 5 on him.
想赢老大，
This will be at no free throw. So the first
再见了哥。
increases their lead to 6. And he
哎，干
cannot
你啊！
convert on the second. That
稳赢
misses.
了哦！给你投了，操！不要投他，不要投他！
Need a bucket.
Without question, then maybe a steal or a foul to get the
哎，
clock
靠背，
as well.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take
给他投，不要给他，让他。好，等一下，好。
9 seconds left in the fourth.
Sorry，
Caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance.
干什么？
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
不要小看老大好吗？老大已经拿了35分。
It's stolen by Bryant. And so the Lakers take the win. It was a fantastic ball game.
老大
Good job making sure it didn't get away
5
from
冠81分
They。got pushed down the stretch, but they did what they needed to do and held their ground when it mattered most.
这一场哦，等一下，我要去找我女朋友哎，我可能要等我回来。等一下我问一下，我问她一下，等我一下。 喂喂喂，喂，看我女朋友没接，来啊来啊，她没接电话啊，干，故意不让我去她家接她，干来呀？啊？开始啊？没有，是我打给他，他的那个，因为我之前用电话，他用 iPad 跟我电话连接，所以会响。看，不想是否挑战我的热火队？用热火干你！那我要用，看一下是。你要买PS7吗？你订了吗？20号啊，我不知道日本什么时候啊。干，屁呀！他那个有日文版吗？可是他不是应该是日英合版吧？
您的电话将转接到语音信箱。
对啊，应该啦，我也不知道，我看一下用谁。靠北，战术哪有中文啊？战术有中文吗？看你的战术怎么有中文？好了，我用热火好了。屁的，干你上次被我盖爆吧？好，不然我用湖人。来，马刺给我出来。那我可以用这个。看他很急耶，故意不接。北兰。然后一开始就直接冲一波了。
So Western Conference matchup as the Los Angeles Lakers come into town in this game. Here we go. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Russell is out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Hibbert in at the 5. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Los Angeles on D.
Well, you know that Kawhi Leonard has an incredible.
给他投了，他不会进。没有靠。
His hands are just massive, measured 10 inches long and 11 inches wide. Wow.
Kicks it to Kobe. Plays it up and banks it in.
轻松一步过。
That is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was
Weak
not the plan
defense.
to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
吃屎吧你！干这样也有。
Duncan's got his first points of the game.
等我一下，我女朋友打给我。
Clarkson with the ball. The dish out to Bryant. The fadeaway. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Parker outside. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Aldridge. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D, because that clearly was a breakdown.
Here's Bryant. No luck. Great D that time from Leonard.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Green, no luck.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Fades and shoots. Kobe Bryant again. Bryant's got 6 points. Parker outside. Green kicks to Aldridge. Another one falls for San Antonio.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Now, here is Russell. Bryant drives in. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Clark, another milestone for Kobe Bryant last season. He reached 30,000 points and 6,000 assists, and no one else has ever done that.
Well, it's rare that you see scorers of that volume reach an assist total that high, but I think it speaks to Kobe's passing ability, which is undervalued and overshadowed at times.
Boris Diaz checked in for Duncan.
And Kobe being Bryant, the only 30,000 point scorer to go along with 6,000 assists. LeBron might be the next in line to join Kobe in that category.
The Lakers trail. Clarkson gets to Kobe. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And for Kobe, people have always joked that he's a ball hog and only looks to score. Well, he's the only guy in the history of the league right now with 30,000 points to go along with 6,000 assists. So obviously gifted as a playmaker as well.
2 straight seasons of no playoffs for the Lakers after last year's miss. Not what they were hoping for.
It's going to be a growing process, Kevin. I mean, they had a young team and an injured superstar in Kobe both years. Hard to make the playoffs in that situation.
And guys, for the Lakers, you'd have to go back almost 40 years to find a time when the Lakers missed the postseason in back-to-back years. Fortunately for them, they won 2 titles in the next 6 years after that.
Now, here's Clarkson. Manu Ginobili unable to get his shot to go. Randall dishes to Bryant. Good. Bryant's got 10.
And that's the kind of lead pass
吓到
from him.
哎，我要去接我女朋友了，干不能玩的。在啊？逃走啊！操！先把你电爆再说。没有啊，再玩个几分钟。
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time. Fighting in proper position. Then slamming home the football.
Yep, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe.
Kevin Martin was checked in for the Spurs. And Mills kicks to Martin.
Sweet.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Kyle Anderson is checked in for San Antonio. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Boris Diaw.
干什么？
Ryan passes to Randall.
小看懒惰是不是？
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
Hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on
干想盖操妈！
like that.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many.
吃屎吧！
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Now Kobe. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range.
干想从面盖，干你啊嘞！放枪！
They can end every possession with that shot. They'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, an easy layup.
And pushing it up. Here's
犯规。
Los Angeles. Russell's running. Now special case, so many records for Kobe, but one he set last season was most misses all time from the floor.
You know, he passed the great Hondo, John Havlicek, for that title. I'm sure John doesn't mind having him pass him up for that one.
Buckeye, you're
Yeah,
right.
that's right, most misses. But you look at the players on that list.
干，那我犯规啊！操！
David West, he's checked in for the Spurs.
And, you know, there's all this talk about Kobe now being the leader of missed shots, having that record. But listen, the guys that are in the top 5 of that list, all Hall of Fame players. So you don't miss a lot of shots unless your team trusts you to take them, and you're pretty good.
Boris Diaw is checked in for San Antonio. Green comes in for Manu Ginobili. Now here's Kobe. He's got 12.
干，被你守到了哦！
Good by the Lakers.
要偷跳好不好？
Hey guys, a final thought on Kobe. I mean, all the players on that list were heavily leaned on for scoring. I take any of the top
啊，
guys
鸡掰！
on that list as someone who's afraid to shoot the ball when their number's called. And really, nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving
靠
up
背啊！
baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Now
没有。
running it up the court. Martin pushing it up. Can't drop the runner from close range. Pass to Bryant. This one for 3. Good in his
说什么东西呀、
And that's 15 points for Kobe Bryant.
侮辱老大是不是？啊？
Has he been this quarter? They're riding that hot hand.
Lakers lead by 8. Clarkson kicks to Bryant. Clock at 6. Takes the 13-footer.
干被骗到了，操他妈，按错。
And that one is hammered home.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends.
所以
I look for this lead to get even larger.
Here's Bryant.
干什么？老大第一节狂拿17分，老大就是猛。
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple. Just get him the ball and get out of the way.
Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir. I tell you what, guys, that might also put a little spark into those guys.
He dishes it to Clarkson. Back to Kobe. Fade.
有了，干！
It's rebounded by West.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the board for them.
Yeah, +5, as you mentioned. That didn't take very long, did it? And guys, every time we think Patty Mills is going to take the next step in his development, he takes a step back. Last season, he shot career lows from the field and behind the arc after having one of his best ever campaigns the year before. That really just makes a coach pull his hair out. Fortunately for me, I don't have it.
老大。
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Nance comes in for Roy here. And Lewis Williams in for Jordan Clarkson. Williams kicks to Bryant.
再见。
That's good from Williams. The assist from Kobe. Williams has got his first bucket of the game. He's on the board for 3. Back to Mills. The Spurs could have used his contributions last year. Parker was hobbled. Joseph was still learning. Mills didn't put together consistent efforts and ended up losing minutes. Clark because of it.
Yeah, you know, Mills had the opportunity to make an impact for a championship contender. That chance doesn't come very often, unfortunately. He couldn't make the most of it.
Outside, Russell takes a 3.
再见。
And another 3 for the Lakers.
Couldn't have dreamed of a much better start.
送啊，小李。3分球直接射爆。
Already a double-digit lead. Lakers lead by 13. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio. You're watching 2K Sports.
干，我的路威廉只抓到手感了哦，定了哦。
Plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
And we've really seen them get out and establish a real nice rhythm offensively in this game.
Yeah, and they're finding ways to score multiple ways, playing well and sharing the ball, just operating good at the offensive end.
Taking a look at Los Angeles.
吃屎吧你！我靠背呀！
Then there's Brown. And it's Black and it's the 5 rolling the paint.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Nobody near Williams. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Spurs trailed by 12. Feeds it to Ginobili. Nice ball moved by San Antonio.
篮板！
Nobody near Parker.
我靠！
And that comes off the assist by Duncan. 6 points for Tony Parker. The drive by Russell. And there's the call on Ginobili.
Another foul. Give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Here is Nance. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And the shot is good.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Aldridge misses. Lakers leading by 11. On the wing, Nance. There's a screen by Williams. Releases from 15. 5 on the clock. Here's Brown. Here's Russell.
有了。
And a miss there on the triple. San Antonio's gone 2 or 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter.
干冲啊小！
Duncan dishes to Aldridge.
想赖犯规。
Back to Ginobili. And it goes
Cut.
as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot 1 more at the free throw line.
You know, guys, I would call that methodical but explosive. You know, he waits for the opportunity and then boom, right to the rack.
Young's checked in for the Lakers. This season, Clark, the Spurs kept on winning as usual. They passed the Lakers, in fact, the best winning percentage all time for a franchise.
Well, some of that has to do with the struggles the Lakers had last season, but more of it is credit to the Spurs. Consistency and high-quality play has been who they are and have been for 2 decades.
犯规打手。
Nance, no good. Spurs trailed by 8. Right side, left.
更
Lets it go from
水。
14. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Here's Williams. And the Lakers with
妈
another.
的，
Spurs have gone 3 of their first 5 shots and dropped one in the second.
篮板，
Leonard, no look. Los Angeles leading by 8. And Williams, here we go. It's Young on the wing.
有了，
A
靠背，
three-pointer, no good. And San Antonio shooting about 46% for the game.
超死你这王八！
Williams for 3. Again, Williams missing.
Well, it looks like he's
再来了，
down a bit after hitting those two in the
干，
first quarter.
And Kawhi Leonard with
啊靠背，
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control, even though he's going at breakneck speed. He still maintains his body control.
Ginobili. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. And it's 8 points from Ginobili.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotation, Greg, has been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after
干你
time.
妈的得表演明星赛哦！
Williams for 3. They get it again. Young passes to Williams. Tries to snap the cold streak. And that's
Shit.
no good by the Lakers.
所以
Off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot
干我要
of
出门
goals
了
so far.
And that's just
你
careless.
你最那个在
Have got to have your
再来继续，干暂停来不及呀、
in the game.
不是暂停没办法啊，
San Antonio goes with the
我要去他家载他，
launches a 3.
会吗？
Shot goes in. He now has
会吗？
goals and 6 misses today.
And that gets him going here in the
等我等你那个啦，等我回来再打一场。
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
I mean, he has got
看算出来，
bunches on that two-hand. Just not there for
妈这是啥讲？街头篮球呀！
Fires for 3. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2.
And for David West last season, the thought was he might increase his production.
干好贱哦！
George out, but opposite happened. West suffered his lowest scoring output in a decade, only 12 points per game on 47% shooting. Rough showing for the former All-Star.
It's stolen by Nance. Young with no
10大好球之一，干没有进，进的就10大好球，
Spurs trailed by 5. Here's Martin.
最贱。
It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5. Well, Greg getting back to West, even though his scoring was down, his playmaking was
干来啊！
talking about that. Clark 3.5 assists. A game
靠背啊！
by far by
时间到了，不是会自己直接开始吗？
Been around. He's very smart. He's tough. He's all about
会啊
the，team. And, you know, he makes
我记得啦。
impacts winning in a lot of ways. And those assists
没关系，你先去写功课，等我回来。今天中秋节可以那个打晚一点。 好好，我中立了。不行啊，真的来，等一下我真的不要靠背。
kicks to Williams.
拜拜，投最后一球。哎，干你啊！好了，拜拜，我等一下回来，拜拜。嗯，哼，好，拜拜。